神面武蔵の神藤原の春ぬごめん、やり直し。サーバントセイバー神面武蔵、ここに水産。面白おかしく過ごさせてね、マスター。いざ切り返せるか。南天満台自在展示、異様栗から小天使行くぞ。剣豪バットイシャナ大戦争。
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Enma-Tei event revival, because we missed the first one. I have to apologize in advance. I'm not feeling the best today. If there are extended periods of silence, that is where I'm muting my mic, hopefully, to sneeze or cough. But this event is very time limited, so as such, we do need to go through it. So, let's start off here with, well, casually lending a hand. Hopefully things go all good, and we can get through this, even with the fact I totally missed the first day. I know this is an event where the day turning over is important, so we'll see. Oh, this room looks so nice.
Here you are, the Sparrow Hall, Chip. This is where Miss Tanner and Mr. Whoa, that's a mistake. Mr. Tanner and Miss Mouse will be staying. We hope you will find it to your liking, Chip. Don't worry, Chip Chip. We'll lock the doors tight when it's bedtime.
Can you lock sliding doors? I guess you have to be able to.
Madam Bunny insists that men and women only sleep side by side once they're happily married, Chip.
It's almost a reference to Fate's Day Night. Because, like, the two rooms, yeah. Yes, of course, Chirp. You know, everything else aside. Yes, Senpai, it's absolutely beautiful here. Look, we can see the entire mountain range from our window. I love these tall peaks. When I went to Japan, sadly, it was really foggy, so I only saw, like, the bottoms of them. But I love the mountains that look like this. Hi there, neighbor. I just stopped by to say hi from the Kingfisher Hall next door. That must be Tamamo, Kiyohime, and Tomoe. Come on in. Dang, look at all these chicks in my room. And I'm not talking about the Sparrow. Okay. Don't mind if we do. So you guys have a corner room. Wow, and I thought the view was good from our room. It would seem to be a bit larger than ours as well. I always thought Miss Benny Enma hated humans, but perhaps I was mistaken. Hot springs in, food that grants stamina, out in the mountains with nothing better to do. It's bound to be only a matter of time before one thing leads to another here. What a wonderful place. Alright, that's enough of that, Kiyohime. You are 14. That's a problem. We have a serious job to do here, remember? And if we don't do it right, Master and Mash are going to pay the price just as much as we are.
This is the Sparrow room, yes? Sweet Gordolf. We're coming in.
Can I just say, in my sickness, Gordolf's voice grumbles my throat in a way that can only be described as therapeutic.
Oh, I see this room has quite a lot of charm as well. There's a warmth to these Japanese inns I rather like.
Good, you're all here. It seems we were right to come this way, my lord. Indeed, we first thought we would go for a dip in these hot springs we've heard so much about, but sadly they're closed right now. So instead we decided to come here and figure out our strategy. It would seem there is more to this inn than meets the eye. So you've all been to see your rooms then? Let's see. I think there was... Oh, there, found it. Tea. Here you go. I tried making some tea with the leaves and the teapot that came with the room. Oh, they even have manju to go with it.
My thank you, demi-servant. Very considerate. My maids could learn a thing or two from you. Oh, but we mustn't let ourselves get sidetracked. The situation is most dire. What now? What can we do? I may be an eminently capable commander, but this is a foreign land. Not to mention, I'm so thrilled to be at a hot springs inn for the first time in my life. I can't even begin to imagine how one might go about collecting gratitude.
Tamamo seems like she would know, because she's like a goddess type thing. This sort of thing isn't really my field of expertise, so I can't be 100% sure. But I think we should start with odd jobs, like Miss Benny Enma said. None of us are artisans, and we don't know the first thing about running an inn. So I say we start by finding tasks we know we can handle without a problem. That'll help us naturally get to know the inn's inner workings in terms of both layout and policies. As long as we do that, it won't be long before we know what we can do and what we want to do. So on that note, here you go, Master. Are these mystic codes? Yeah, we got those already, but there's something different about them. Oh, Senpai, these are yukata, traditional hot springs in uniforms. I've always wanted to try one on. That's right. I thought you might need them, so I asked Miss Benny if she could spare some. It's a bit of a rush job, but I used a mix of my Shinto and curse powers, of course. And of course, the power of my love to perfectly alter it to your size. Sorry, your curse power? It's not that I didn't know she had curse power. It's the fact that there's curses woven into this clothing. Hey, no fair, Tamamo. Don't forget about me. I put in lots of love, too. In fact, that kimono is one of my scales. Whenever you wear it, Master, you and I will be of one mind and one body. How encouraging. One can never have too much love, and you certainly are loved, aren't you, Master? Very well, then I have a gift of my own to share. I spoke with some sparrows on my way here. I asked them if they had any jobs that needed to be done, and they told me something very interesting. The Enma-Tei is run solely by Madame Benny Enma and her 9 apprentice sparrows, but they're currently short-handed thanks to the demonic monkey's mischief. I was further told that they have 3 specific jobs that require doing. First, procuring fresh, high-quality ingredients from the mountain and river. Second, procuring lumber, so use it for firewood, making repairs, and so on. Third, chasing away the demonic monkeys, who have been up to no end of mischief as of late. So what do you think? Does that third one sound like something we can get started on right away? That's perfect! As warriors, getting rid of demonic monkeys would be right up our alley. And since it was our own failings that brought about this precarious situation, it is only right that we fight ourselves to the bone, even without pay. One might even say this will bring a whole new meaning to the word payback. Forgive me. My tongue is not nearly as sharp as Morltock's blade. I think it's best if you leave the wordplay to me from now on, Dermot. It is decidedly not your forte. Nonetheless, I like your spirit. Now then, we're going to fight. If we're going to fight demonic monkeys, we should do so in the forest behind the inn. Master, feel free to command Diarmid as you see fit. That goes for me too, of course, since I'm partially to blame for the disturbance at the tribute hall.
Very well, then I'm officially delegating the fieldwork to you and your team, Tanner. In the meantime, there's something that's been nagging at me, so I'm going to take a look around the inn and see what things are really like here.
So we'll be splitting up to cover more ground then? Understood. Come on then, Master. Let's go change into our Enma-Tei work clothes and head outside. Please tell me she gets a unique sprite. Please. Do the thing. Do the thing that I love. Alright. So collect lumber, cedar, cypress, and kiyaki. Execute a renovation crest, and it's remodeled. Continue the renovation to increase guest satisfaction. Guest satisfaction increases as the renovation goes on. Tribute points are awarded each day. Right? So that's the thing. Gotta do it. So that's why I was like, oh man, I gotta worry about the fact that I didn't play on the first day. New story quests are unlocked as you acquire tribute points. Thankfully, because it's a revival quest, I'm pretty sure that it is easier to do, because that's usually how they go. Increase guest satisfaction to get more tribute points. Okay. So what do we have at the shop here? What are some things? Bounty of the mountains, bounty of the river, bounty of the sparrow. Sorry, what? Is that like a bamboo shoot? I don't get how that's really related to Sparrow, but I don't know. Like event items. Equip glittering, goddess of the glittering snow to get more drop items. Okay. Okay, so we got, oh, is it a, oh, it's like a ladder by tribute points. Okay. Okay. So most of the stuff here is just mostly story. The event items that we want to get are the craft essences. We really want to get these. What does this do? Did I miss this one? Increase HP recovery by 50%. Oh, that would be real good on Merlin. Mirror of 8 leaves. Apply Immobilize Immune to yourself when attacking with the engraved card. could I pop that on Summer Tamamo? I wonder. Interesting. Okay. Well, we got some tasks, the start of the daily section, harvesting wild plants, no quests there yet. I guess we'll just start here, the start of the daily report. Let's see if we get our cute uniforms. Let's see. Oh, well, maybe not. I think we could use a little break. I haven't even done a single one. Oh my god, that's adorable! Oh my god, it's so cute. I've never known how much I needed Mash in a ponytail. My soul. Okay, why don't you all rest up then? I'll go make us some tea. Thank you, Mash. Tea would be lovely. I've never gathered firewood or cleaned gutters before. It's exhausting. Could have fooled me, seeing how much you look to be enjoying yourself. Well, of course, I mean, I'm working side by side with Master at Hot Springs Inn. As far as I'm concerned, we're practically on our honeymoon. I do not mind the work either. In fact, I could not be happier than that I can be helpful to Miss Benny. I have a glass of water in front of my computer screen and it blocks some words. That was a mistake to put that there. However,
all that yard work didn't amount to a single scrap of gratitude. That is what you're getting at, isn't it, Taboy? I couldn't agree more. If we do not speed things up soon, our pigification is all but assured. Start innovating and fast.
Director Gordolf is right. Can you think of anything that might help us, Senpai? I say... it doesn't have many guests. Oh, we're gonna bring in the servants? That's true. We'll never be able to get offerings without guests. But we can't just go back to Kaldi until we manage to lift the curse. Indeed, if we return without a resolution, we would have no choice but to simply wait for our fate.
Yes, exactly. It's still too soon to ask Kaldia for help. Besides, the communicator's been, acting up a bit anyway. Yes, but no matter. As long as I'm here, we have no need to seek Siona Da Vinci or anyone else's advice.
True. The only other guests we've seen here are those who have been staying at the Enma-Tei for 10 years. Or for years. Sorry, the word 10 was thrown in there randomly. Right? Yeah. The Tei looked like 10 to me. They may well be giving offerings every day, but even so. Yes, it's inevitable that their gratitude would fade as their life here becomes routine. The Enma-Tei may be a beautiful inn, but it does seem to have trouble attracting new guests. The whole building is immaculately well kept, but it also feels lonely. I wonder why things ended up this way. Quite, it is undeniably strange that such a miraculous inn would be so bereft of visitors. But we can and should save the discussion for another time, especially since our path forward is now clear. Sure is. Indeed, now that we know what the problem is, we can set about fixing it. If there are no new guests coming to stay, we merely need to go and find some. This inn may be normally inaccessible to humans, but we have quite the surplus of non-human acquaintances. All we need to do is draw upon our bonds, and we should have heroic spirits coming here one after the other.
I see. We're headhunting, but for guests instead of employees. Still, isn't there a limit how many servants you can attract here with your bonds alone?
Yes, even if we assume the Wandering Sea Caldia base can produce as much magical energy as Caldia, we would still only be able to ray-shift one, maybe two more servants to Singularity. What's more, they would need to come here with Master. And since we can't return to Caldia right now, I don't believe it's possible to summon from there. So our only choice is to have them come directly from the Throne of Heroes. But in order to do that, we would need power equivalent to a Holy Grail. Which is exactly why it will work, Mash. The Enma-Tei naturally attracts all sorts of spirits, right? Then by definition, this whole inn must function as a summoning location. Oh. So how do we get more guests? Simple. Attention-grabbing advertising. We tell prospective guests that if they come here, they will find wonderful food, scenery, service, and women in equal measure. And once the Enma-Tei starts to thrive again, word of mouth will spread and the more curious heroic spirits will be compelled to stay here for themselves. Now then, what is it we need to do in order to make that happen, Master? Do all the jobs! Yeah, I did a 2000s meme. Thank you for putting into words what I could not. I'm encouraged to see that you haven't let the sudden turn from a pleasure trip to a working holiday get you down. If that's what you want, Master, I have no objections. That said, we will need to talk to Miss Benny and get her permission. I'll handle that part. After all, if we're going to make suggestions about how to run the inn itself, in addition to all the yard work, culinary work, cleaning, and fixing up empty rooms, that goes well beyond what most people would consider to be a part-time job. Now let's see, why don't we start with renovating one of the sealed-off guest rooms? We certainly can't go around attracting guests if we don't have a place for them to stay. As they say, you have to walk before you can run, or clean before you can entertain in this case.
Yes, well said, Tamamodome. I wonder why your name just rolls off the tongue. Very well then, we now know what it is we must do. Tanner, the first order of business is to make the guest rooms usable. This may be a small step for you, but it'll be a giant leap for me, specifically for ensuring I remain as I am. Go on then, get to work, boy. I'll be here to support you as best I can.
Can't you be at least like the pool boy? Can you be the pawn scubber? People hate this card, but I love it. It's so good. I love this card. Okay, so unlock by doing and repairing a sitting room. So we need to do some. Okay, so that's what we need. We need to grind now. Okay, I see. So specifically, the two we need rope and plane. Rope, plane, and wonky are the 3 different types you can get. Well, that's 4 rope. I'll take that. 4 rope. And plus, we'll get to use you a bit more. And I can fix my thing I set incorrectly. Okay, so let's see here. Sparrow bounty, bounty of the river. I don't think any of these give... Yeah, we need to get we need to get that one there. So for now, we'll just switch on over to our ones that get bonuses, being in this case, it is... Who were they? Okay, well, first off, it was Deermud. No, not Deermid. Finn McCool, he gets some. As well as it was... Cat. Tamamo Cat. As well as Kiyohime. Where is Kiyohime? She is right there. The hair color was different. Who else was there? I completely forget. I'm gonna bring back up my guide that I put on Discord. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't have any of the others. Okay. All right, that's fine. And then I guess for the last one, we'll go, we'll try and raise your bond points here. Plus, you're all UCOTted up, so that'll be fun. Let's go with you there, then. Okay. Perfect. Let's grab some wood, and we'll get to see what your, I guess, fully ascended form looks like. Nice thing about a revival event is a lot of people will have the bonuses already. Okay. What do we got? If it's wood we're getting, would we get doors? Watch them be tiny trees of emptiness that you cut down. That'd be hilarious. Oh, they're just monkeys. Okay. So I'm stupid, by the way. Where is it? Where's the thing I made a dumb thing for? Where is it? Wait. Where's the one that I was stupid about? It was the one where it was amount decreased charge. So the amount decreased. I blame my sickness for why I read that as deceased there. Don't worry, it's fine. I get it now. It's like the other. It's like Meltreless. It's like Melts, where it absorbs and then you get an amount from it, right? Okay, they can pop defense down. All right. And we can go 1, 2, or let's go. Let's try and get some of these supers again. So yeah, we got Shiki up to 86 now. She's quite strong. Upped her skills. Except for the healing one, because it's not great, her healing one, considering I only have her at 100%, because it takes meter, so you literally will probably lose your Noble Phantasm with it. But, oh well. Boy, you are lowering her defense, huh? No, it lasts for 1 turn, so that's fine. You can get more. So yeah, people explained the elder god that young Gifei probably has, and I'm like, okay, I don't know who that is, but sure. So is yours again? Okay, a single burned enemy, right? So I'm gonna save that for the end there for sure. For now, let's go 1, 2, 3. Just do damage. Yeah, see, like, adding on that one that causes burn is great for her, because then it works in a way that, you know, you can cause the burn already, and then now you can do better damage for your Noble Phantasm. That's smart. I like that. And mixing her with, like, anyone else who has, you know, fire-based, burn-based damage, so Avenger Nobu and all that, makes sense. I like it. Start with some of this. Kill you. Yep. So these guys do drop wood. Okay. I was curious about it. Okay. Let's kill you in the back. Yep. Her voice is very high-pitched. I didn't expect that from her design. I don't know. Apparently, she's one of the 3 beauties of history. I've never heard of her before this, but then again, I haven't heard of much stuff before experiencing it in Fate. That's just how it is. Alright. What is our final opponent here? Oh. Sorry, what? Oriental the Third? Really? Okay. Strange name choice. Apply Living Flame. Yeah, let's do that. And this is absorbing it from... Yeah, so we're not going to do that just yet, because they don't have any meter. We'll do that instead. You can heal up a little bit. 2,000 for that? That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. So let's go... Oh, what if we go like 1, 2, 3? Cause the burn first, and then do the special burn damage. Big brain. Cthulhu is what people call that big flame. I don't know who that is. My knowledge of like the Cthulhu mythos and H.P. Lovecraft is pretty much all, you know, everything that I've gained from, everything that I've gained from just other unrelated stuff that also references it, so for me, it's like one of those things where people are like, oh yeah, that's Cthulhu, and I'm like, I'll take your word for it. I don't know who that is. Nice job. We're going to be playing this quite a bit, I feel. We're going to be grinding away at this, and thankfully, I'm a little sick, so grinding away on my phone is something that is really relaxing. So we got a lot of Cypress lumber. That's good. We'll do the other event, the other quest there, and then I will grind away, and then we'll continue on after that. Silver fruit. Also, hay. We'll take some of this. Nice. Oh yeah, wild beasts, we're getting that. Saber class, yeah, we're getting those. We're getting those. So the harvesting wild plants, huh? So let's see here. You have +2, but I specifically want to get ones that increase lumber. Yeah, give me the lumber ones, and because people should have it on limit break, let's see here. Who's got big lumber up? Let's go mix. You got +2. Who else? Does anyone have anything more? +2, +2, +2, +2. Oh, not bad. +4 with you with that one. What is this symbol? Bounty. Okay. Well, we get a lot of it then. Okay. That should be fine. I mean, we don't have a good type matchup, but we should be still dealing good damage. So let's go. Let's give this a shot. Let's get those plants. I could not imagine like harvesting a plant and then like just using it immediately. Like as a city person, like I'd love that, but also it kind of makes me go like, oh man, how do you know you're picking ones that aren't like turbo diseased? But that's just me speaking as a born and raised city slicker. I thought that said screaming wolf. I'm like, calm down there, Metal Gear Solid. Screaming wolf. Oh, that didn't kill. Thankfully, the monkeys are berserkers still, which means that they will be easy to kill. Oh, that still didn't. Wow, okay. We're getting them greens. Alright, so let's go. You know what, let's take you out. Just such sick animations, I love it. I definitely prefer Benny Enma to Wu Zetian in terms of design. I see what they're going for with both, but I definitely prefer this one. It's cute. I wouldn't mind more by the Disgaea artist, honestly. Whose name I don't actually know. So these give restore HP, so it makes sense to just start with them, right? Because then they can't heal more. We can heal up. And we can do, yeah, it just makes sense to kind of start with that, right? So let's go like this. You know what? Let's actually go 1, 2, 3. Try and get your meter. It's so funny. I was like, when I got Shiki, I was like, we can listen to her amazing Noble Phantasm music whenever. And then I played it and I got copyright hit and it blocked the video worldwide. And so I had to press the mute button, right? And so because of that, it's like, well, there goes that, I guess. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure that the fast version, which I will talk over just to be careful, doesn't have that problem because it is such a small portion. And also, if I talk over it, it should be fine. Wow, wait, triple death? Are you serious? Whoa, nice. I didn't expect that. We didn't even pop that on. Holy crap. Wow, okay. Traveler seeking photographic subjects. All right. Let's go. Does this give you a buff or anything? Increase crit strength. We don't have that for you, so I'm not gonna worry about that. All right, so let's go. Judgment. This, and then let's get that for you to get your super. I don't think he's gonna count as evil or demonic. So good. So good. Alright. Battle continuation. Yeah, he's gonna be trying to survive the whole time. He's gonna be popping those skills. I've been bonding him up. He's on my grinding team. And so as such, it's like, I've been trying to get him to be, to get his bond CE. Because I know how good it is. Alright, Finn, yours is on everyone, right? Heavy damage to all, yeah. Okay. And, let's go. 1, and then 2, 3. I'm surprised nobody gets an attack bonus in this event. It is just Hydro Pump. It is just Hydro Pump, right? You should have switched that off to someone else. That's fine. Martyr's Soul, Mental Resist, just tiny heal. Tiny baby heal. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, methinks I'll be grinding this for a little bit here. Honestly, like, just putting on TV, actual television, and using it as background noise while grinding away on my phone is, like, extremely therapeutic. It reminds me of the old days of playing video games and just grinding away. I love it. Okay, just do this. Alright. Let's see how much we get from this. Put 5 of them in. Defeat 15 wild beasts. Nice. We got a bunch of this type of lumber. So it's going to be... run each of them a bit there. Sounds good, sounds good. And apple. Silver fruit. Let's grab these. Nice, nice, nice. So, actually, wait, can we open it? Oh, shoot, we can. Oh, we totally can. Yeah, let's open it. Quest is no battles. Beginning, we'll use them. Yeah. Dang. Guess we'll save the grind for later. It was more than enough. That's hilarious that it does this whole thing just to be like, yep, you did it. Oh, I see. There's all the rooms. Nice. The first customer. Who's going to join us? Who's going to be here? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be someone who, through their power, can attract others? Who would be the advertising one? Are you Penthesilea? Because she could, like, pop it on Amazonas? I don't know. Oh, Sasaki. And here I thought I would step out and loosen my arm sword about a familiar mountain, only to find myself at a hot springs inn instead. I must have crossed a certain boundary without realizing which bond called to me. No doubt I will be unable to return should I cross this bridge, but then it is not every day one has the chance to be spirited away. Whichever way this turns, well, it should make for a good drinking story. Tanner, Cheap, you fixed up that guest room to make it usable? Just doing my job, Cheap. Chirp, Tamamo did tell me you were doing some large-scale renovations, but I'm still surprised at how fast you work. I guess I'll have to reconsider the way we do some things around here. After all, the more rooms we have available, the more guests will show up. Ooh. Pardon me, am I correct in assuming this is a hot springs inn? I guess it looks like someone showed up already, Senpai. Chirp, thank you for coming all this way, sir. It is I, the Regent. Is something wrong, sir? Actually, may I ask which god you might be? I can tell from your face that you've seen a lot of bloodshed. I have no intention of being judgmental, but it's also my job to keep all the other guests safe. Honored traveler, this is a place of healing and hot springs. If you mean to purify yourself, Chirp, I suggest you try another inn. I assure you, madam, you have me wrong. I killed not a single person in life. I am simply a humble mountain dweller who ended up as a servant purely by mistake. I have no intention of causing a disturbance, nor am I beset by would-be rivals seeking a challenge. I merely happened upon this inn by chance, or perhaps by a stroke of karma. At any rate, I am quite taken with this solitary atmosphere, but you have a room available. A servant, Chirp? Does that mean you're a heroic spirit familiar, like the ones Tanner mentioned? Indeed I am. Madam, did you just say Tanner? Kojiro, so you're the one who came here. Hey there! I see. So it was not my bond to an inn that led me here, but my bond to a human. You must tell me how this came to be another time. Madam, would you be so kind as to show me to my room? I would rather my acquaintances not see me while I'm exhausted. I first must rid myself of the grime accumulated on my journey. Ha ha ha.
Chip, let's show you the room then, Chip. Here, let me take you back, Chip.
There's something suspicious about that man. You say you know him? Yes, we do. His name is Kojiro. And the fact he knows us means he must be the one from Chaldea. I see. I can't put my feather on it, but there's something about him that irks me. Oh. Is it because he kills sparrows? Okay. That's probably why. He literally cuts them down for fun. Wondering samurai like him or Miss Musashi always smell like trouble. Huh? Musashi, isn't Miyamoto Musashi? She's not here anymore, Chip Chip. She did stay here once, but I banned her for causing too much of a ruckus. Though I suppose you could say she's still lingering around in one sense. Anyway, pay it no mind, Chirp. I'm willing to let that suspicious-looking samurai stay here. I already promised Tamamo and the others that I wouldn't interfere with your work. Besides, all the cleaning you've been doing has been a big help. So go ahead and do whatever it is you need to do. As long as you conduct yourselves properly, I'm sure Lord Enma won't mind. This is great, Senpai. Now we have official approval to renovate the Enma-Tei. If we keep improving it at this rate, I'm sure we'll be able to gather enough gratitude in no time.
Let's do this thing.
God, you're adorable. Holy crap. That's the best outfit. Oh, we got a rear mountain river grabbing fish. So the next one is repair the spacious seating room. So we need some of that and some of that. Okay. Well, we'll do this one first. River fish. So we... Oh, a saber, you say? Don't mind if I do. Although, let's see. Is there anyone else that has a Benny Enma that I can use? I do not see a Benny Enma here. Let me try that again. Really? No Benny Enmas that I can use? It's a bit of a shame. Not even in here, huh? Let's try this one more time. Come on, I just had a Benny Enma. There we go. Awesome. And you're good. And I mean, you get the big bonus of all of them, right? You get one of each, so I guess it makes sense to keep you on. Okay, well, let's grab some fish. We're going spear fishing, am I right? I hope we're actually battling fish. Oh, they're going to be the starfish monsters, I bet. They're going to be the starfish monsters that are by Gilly calling it now. No! Boars and monkeys. Get rid of you. Nice stuff. Alright, yeah, we got a fish. I guess the fact that it's all berserkers is kind of a double-edged sword, because it's like, yeah, all of your party members can do really good, but at the same time, all of your party members can be hit really hard. I guess that's why having that young Gifei would be really good to have here, because then you have someone who is effective against them, but doesn't get the weakness. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Very close. I'm gonna be honest right now. My nose is a faucet. It's so bad right now. Holy crap. I'm gonna need to mute and blow. There we go. Much better. Ugh. I do not like it when my nose is like that. I'm gonna save that for the last one. Well, actually, no. You are the one that we want to use that on, right? So yeah, we'll use that on you. And then we'll get Meteor for the other two. How are you gonna fit in the box? How are you gonna fit in the box? I guess it's fine. Kind of wanted it to be clipping out. That's hilarious looking. How would it look like with like a tree of emptiness? That'd be so silly. I love it. It's a damn shame Deermud isn't here. He'd love to be fighting these boars. All right. 1, 2. Yeah, that's enough. Good. All right. And, ooh, I would love to have a full combo here. But we don't have one. We just got to do as much. You know what? Let's heal up. That's what we want. And let's pop this, because you'll get more too. Nice. Because then, yeah, it's only 10%, and we can get back 10% like this. You know, between Saber and Shiki, I don't think I need another... Oh, and Saber, Shiki, and of course, Lancelot Saber. I don't think I need a 5-star Saber anytime soon. She is, all of those are good enough. And I know Lancelot is only 4-star, but he's basically a 5-star in terms of usefulness. People told me that day 1, too. Well, when I got her. Him. Frick. My brain hurting. Alright, let's start with this. So does yours... Oh, and I did a rank up quest. So that does increase with overcharge. Okay. Let's give that a shot. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can do a big overcharge that kills the rest of them. Okay, how much does that do? A decent amount. This will probably kill at least the boars. In fact, it will, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they get deathed too. Yep, big death. Oh, all of them. Sick. Great. Love it. Alright. Kiyaki lumber. Used for the central pillar because of its... yeah, I've never seen that before. It's cool. Alright, well. It's time for me to hit the grind. So I will see you all in a little bit once I've run through these a good little bit. Not a lot, because the better stuff is later, but I'll run through these till get some stuff. Okay, here we are. As you can see, I did a little bit of grinding. I got all the major stuff, the essences, the command codes, all that stuff. I cleared that out because, hey, why not? And let's repair the spacious sitting room, why don't we? Make that all nice and usable. We got a lot of good stuff. Again, by being able to have everyone's like already maxed out stuff, it made it go so much faster. So much faster. And that's another room that is now open. Nice. That's a cute noise. That's a very cute noise. We got anything else we got to do? Caldia work part 1. Oh. Formation restricted. Oh. Please select one servant from your party? Interesting. Saber. Okay, so then otherwise we have a caster. So for a caster, we need a good rider. So let's grab the big ridey boy, Mr. Elephantitis himself. And just to make my life easier, I will give him a proper essence to work with. All right. This can give him meter? Yeah, sure. All right. Oh, well, we'll get to use Saber Diarmid, who I don't remember using. We might have in the past. I think we did. I barely remember him. Oh, look at this nice room. It's 6 o'clock. Time to wake up. Oh, the light. The day starts so early here. The sound of the brook babbling outside, the singing of the early morning birds. It certainly is a peaceful morning, isn't it, Senpai? Oh, don't worry about the futon. I'll put it away so you can focus on getting ready. We still have another 20 minutes until we're supposed to meet up, so we should still have time to relax with a cup of tea before we head to the lobby. Thanks. I'll go wash my face. Splash, splash, water in my face. Good morning, you two. You're both right on time again. I'm still a little sleepy. Something about Enma-Tei forces servants to manifest like we have normal lives. Oh, interesting. Well, that would explain the sleeping. Almost like incarnation. We get hungry, we have to sleep at night, and it's especially hard when you have low blood pressure. Perhaps there is a bounded field or something similar that keeps the inn rooted in the laws of the spirit world, despite existing in reality. Whatever the reason, it does feel like we servants have returned to our living bodies here. It really does. It takes me back to when I still went by Mizukume. The Enma-Tei isn't just a mountain inn, it's an inn of the spiritual world. Travelers that end up here aren't lost, they're wanderers who happen to step into another world. One day, you find yourself cut off from your own world, enjoy a period where you never age a day. And when you finally go back to your original world, you find that decades have passed. It's a textbook example of being spirited away, just like the Dragon Palace or the Peach Blossom Spring. I see. That sounds much like one of our own stories. Though ours involves a type of changeling where a human child is kidnapped and turned into a fairy. Fairies have their own unique way of seeing things. I sure wonder if we're going to learn more about some fairies in the future. That'd be really interesting. And will sometimes lure humans into their world. Such humans become ageless while in the other world, but they inevitably pay the price for their dream. Wait, they inevitably pay the price for their dream all at once upon return to reality. So they step in and they age rapidly, okay. Are you speaking of Tirnanog? Oh yeah, we talked about Tirnanog, because then I freaked out about the Mystic Knights of Tirnanog. The land of the young, Fin McCool? No, nothing like that. Tirnanog may be the land of fairies, but it's still part of our world. It is merely detached from it, much like a reality marble, or like a dream being had by the very planet. Whether that dream is a good one or a bad one depends on what the fairy in question happens to be like.
So, fairies were responsible for changelings? Well, then I suppose we could add that to the knowledge of fairies. I suppose we can add knowledge of fairies to things you excel at. We might need that in the future. Of course, you did manage to take one for a wife. I take it she was drawn to those golden locks of yours?
I'll tell you about You know, this is probably pronounced like Siobhan. Okay. I'm Googling. How do you pronounce this? How do you pronounce it correctly? What do I do? Tell me.
We are looking at how to pronounce this name, as well as how to say more interesting Irish names as well. So make sure to stay tuned. How do you say this one? Scythe.
Scythe. Of course it's Scythe. Of course it is. You look at this and it's obviously Scythe, right? I mean, obviously. Pshaw. It's difficult to stop once I begin talking about her. At the moment, we are here to discuss the Enma-Tei. Have any of you learned anything since our arrival? Yes, my lord, the demonic monkeys have been engaging in mischief on a much wider scale than we thought. They attack the sparrows throughout the mountain and interfere with their efforts to collect the so-called bounties of the mountain and the river. They even sneak into the inn to cause trouble here. One threw mochi at me while I was waxing the halls. Demonic monkeys running about are certainly a problem, but the Enma-Tei itself has issues as well. First and foremost, as we all know by now, the drought of customers. It is also because of that drought that many of the inn's facilities have been closed off. Makes sense, no point paying to run a store when there's no one around to use it. Even all the way out here in a remote spirit world, there's no escaping personnel costs and utility bills. Enma-Tei is currently only operating with the bare minimum facilities. That may not be an issue at the moment, but if we're going to bring in more guests, we'll also need to bring back all the other facilities. Oh, it's painful to see the hot springs were closed. Indeed, I was severely disappointed with that as well. I wonder why they sealed them off.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Now button it up. We're almost at the lobby.
All right, Madame Benny Enma's morning assembly. What kind of jobs she'll give us today? I'm kind of excited to see what my next shift will be. Oh, imagine being excited for work. Can't be me. Chirp, chirp, good morning. Is everyone here? Chirp. Whew. All Chaldeans present. Excellent. Sparrows, go ahead and start the general cleaning of the inside as per usual. Make sure you all do the Enma-Tei proud.
Chirp, chirp. Yes, ma'am.
As for you, Chaldeans, today I'd like you to gather ingredients. We have several more guests now than when we arrived, so we need to restock our larders before we run out. I may have mixed feelings about bringing outsider heroic spirits to the historic Enma-Tei, but as our guests, we can't have them going hungry. I'll take you to the good hunting grounds, so make sure you bring your best, Chirp Chirp. Are you coming too, Benny Enma? Yes, because it's dangerous outside in these parts. Just because you're working here now doesn't mean you're still not my guest, Tanner. As the Enma-Tei's proprietress, it's my duty to do so, Chirp. It's an honor to study under you, Miss Benny Enma. No need to make a big deal out of it. I just can't help but feel bad that you're in this predicament. So, besides the monkeys, there are some rather vicious beasts at the hunting grounds, so I want all of you to come along. You don't say. What excellent news. My blades have been yearning for a worthier foe than those monkeys. Rest assured, you will be safe with me, no matter how many of these mountain beasts try to attack. Feel free to relax and enjoy the walk, Lady Benny Enma. We Knights of Fianna will take care of everything. Oh, no matter how many try to attack, you say. That is most reassuring. I look forward to seeing what you are capable of, Diarmid. You certainly are eager to rush into danger, aren't you? Cheap, what is it about dual wielders that makes them so reckless? That's their fighting style. Monster Hunter joke. Alright, let's take on some of these. Let's take on some of these dudes. It's probably just some of the stuff we've been fighting anyways. Okay, Itsumade. Not what I expected. Let's start by taking out you, I think. Alright, do your stuff. God, Diarmid's swords are massive. Oh wow, she actually does fight with the spoon in this form. That's great. I like that. I kind of really like when the different ascensions fully change out like their they fully change out the weapon. I like that. I just don't like it when they get too overcomplicated. Okay, that's a pretty cool moveset actually. I don't remember ever seeing that. I think I used him in the challenge quest and that was it, but it was just like that was one and done pretty much. Let's give them some meter. Yeah, her fighting with the spoon is great. I like it. Yeah, the only thing I don't like is when it's like their final form and then their weapon gets so ridiculously overcomplicated looking that you're looking at it and you're like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, right? I'm not a fan of that. I much prefer to be able to look at a weapon and recognize that it is usable still. Get some big meter gain from this. Yeah, that's what we're here for. Alright, what do we got next? Some of these guys. Do you hit all or one? Single enemy. Yours is also single. So you know what? Let's start with, you know what? We'll just hold on. You can start with a full combo because you can do some good stuff to these guys. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay. You can go 1, 2, 3 to kill that one. And then we can just pretty much go all in on whatever the final opponent's gonna be. Wow, we only needed one, really. Alright. Bounty of the Underworld, I just saw the name. That's hilarious. I made a joke about that earlier, huh? And it kind of ended up coming true. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright. And then, there we go. Nice stuff. Alright, what's our final opponent? Is it the boar? It's boars, yep. Alright. Let's go defense down for them. Buster up for you. And let's go. Yeah, so we're gonna go. What do you have anything that buffs you? Quick card effectiveness up. Is yours a quick? It is. And this is no, don't need that. And this is gain. Nope, we're good. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Moral talk first. Then this. Then this. All right, because I want to see what I want to see this again. See if I remember it. Yeah, right. It's just a super combo. It's fine. It's good damage, though. That was actually some really good damage out of it. Mind you, it was single target and super effective, but... Oh yeah, they're done. Setting up elephant to wipe out these pigs. Nice stuff. Yeah, we got some good gains here. That was awful. Uh-oh. I know how you feel. Well, at least I somehow managed to survive. Beast or not, facing such powerful demon boars is a frightening prospect. Still, good example. Well done. You do rely on brute strength too much, but I can see from your form that you've spent a lot of time training. I'm also glad you did not skip your leg days. Jumping about is perfectly fine in my book because you're a bird. Surprised there's so many vicious beasts here. You're actually much more docile now. Back in the Enma-Tei's heyday, divine beasts and phantasmals ran rampant over these mountains. But these days we've stopped getting guests, faith has weakened, and humans don't wander here anymore. Well, hey, look on the bright side. The mountain's never been more peaceful, right? And as for the lack of guests, I'm sure Tanner will figure something out. So please don't worry, Miss Benny Enma. We've got it well in hand. I'm surprised you're so confident, Chirp. You do understand you'll be turning into a pig with everyone else if you fail, yes? Well, Kong. That's because I trust Master implicitly. He did succeed at repairing all of humanity all of humanity once, even if he did have a lot of miraculous help. And good things come to those who do good deeds, so I'm not worried whatsoever. I see. In that case, I'd like you Chaldeans to keep gathering ingredients. The Sparrows are good at working together when it comes to fighting against giant beasts, but they can't handle the monkeys. Great Sword Sparrow? Shut up. This is actually a Monster Hunter joke.
Leave the front line to me, Chirp. I've been building up an attack for 3 days and I'll wreck him.
Literally. That's how you use the Great Sword. Great Bow. Okay. Not as much Monster Hunter.
I'll hold them back with covering fire, Chirp, without worrying about collateral damage.
Never mind, it is, because the bow has a crazy back attack that causes it to hit them. Spear and shield.
I'm just gonna make sure I stay alive to fight another day, Chirp.
That's how you play. You block everything. Receptionist.
Let's go show them a thing or two, partners, Chirp.
No intention of actually going. Is that a reference to, like, the guild ladies who give you the quests? It's all Monster Hunter all the way down. Heck yeah. They're rather helpless against opponents who are just a little bit bigger than they are. Oh, so it's literally Monster Hunter where the worst things you fight are man-sized ones. Huh. I see. So that's why I have so much trouble with the monkeys. When did they start to be a problem? They've been around for the past 100 years, but didn't start making all this trouble until recently. They all came to the Enma-Tei to seek refuge after the human world became uninhabitable, Cheap. I feel for them as they don't have anywhere else to go, so I don't want to exterminate them. Chirp, chirp. But I may have to if they keep getting more violent. Oh, but I shouldn't be talking about this with guests. I'm going to head back to the Enma-Tei now, Chirp. You've all been working very hard, so tonight I'm going to be making wild boar hot pot to replenish all your energy. Oh, that sounds so good, actually. So Benny Enma cares about the well-being of the demonic monkeys. I know our first priority is lifting our curse master, but I can't help but wonder what sort of problems the Enma-Tei itself is facing. Well, we may have to see next time, because we we're roughly at the hour mark, and that's how it goes. So, can we repair? Well, we can repair at least. Oh, we can renovate both of them. Let's do it. Get that one. I mean, it does this whole thing for just a thing that is immediately, yeah, you did it. I mean, cool, but it's not really that. Like, we could just skip the whole rigmarole. It was a bit better in the Kama event, the Oku, where you just do it and then it just immediately continues on. I mean, overall, I do like the idea of these a lot. But man, I would much prefer if we didn't have to go through this every time. Right? Which, yeah, they fixed with the Oku. Okay. Well, those got. More progress can be had. We can finally have some guest satisfaction, which will then be turned into points at the end of the day. So that's good. So is there 2 next? Yeah, we can go to the Sparrow Hall to do Call Day at Work Part 2, but there's also... Oh, well, that's the one you get there. Okay. Oh, and we got a new one there. Entertain distinguished guests. Well, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to call it for now. So I'll see you guys next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order, where we continue on with this event. It'll be rolled over to tomorrow, so we'll get our first set of tribute points. But we'll see you then. Ciao, guys.
Yo.